guys, I'm Dupree, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make position a lot easier on yourself. I'm not going to tell you how yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run 2 sets of 3 balls, and they're going to be different. The first way is the way that many people would do it, that struggle with position, and then the second way would be how I would do it. So we're going to go ahead and start here with the first set. You see, we've already messed up on our position. And again, not the best position. But we still got out, but because we make shots. Most of the people that struggle like that tend to be shot makers. Because they force themselves to have to shoot tougher shots. Now I'm going to set it up to roughly what it was just like. It was something like this. And now this is the second set. This is how I would choose to run these balls. I think this was more up here actually. It was something like that. So I would choose to run them like so. Ending up with a straight-on shot on the last ball. Just like that. So what do you think the 2 differences are between those 2 sets of 3-ball runouts? Now the first thing, on the first set, what I did there is I did not use a single rail. I did not use a single rail on that runout. So if we were going 2, 4, 9, if I were the first player, I try to keep it in the open like that, which is very hard to get it in a controlled area. Now you see, if I weren't to not use any rails, because I'm scared of the rails, I would have to land in this little zone. Now look how wide it opens up if I were to come off of that bottom rail. Have the same angle, and I just chose to come off that rail. Now that means I can hit here, 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 anywhere but this pocket really. And I can hit at a variety of speeds. I can hit it too slow and stop here. I can hit it faster. I can hit it right here and be good. And I can hit way too fast and come out here. And I'm still have that angle that I want on the 4. So you see how the margin for error really opens up. Now, I'm not saying that on every position shot, you must use a rail. If you're like this, you don't have to use a rail here. This, I'm totally fine with just backing up and getting this angle right here. But this one, we're going to use that rail. And look at the result we get. So it's good to incorporate both. But if you're just drawing back or following forward into an open area, you're not going to end up with the greatest of shots if you don't use exact perfect speed control. So let's say if I want to draw back and shoot the 4 into the side, if I overdraw just a bit, I mean that was only a few inches. If I overdraw just a bit, now we're not going to be able to shoot that ball at all. So now we're going to have to end up playing a safety, and safeties don't make the 9 ball go in. Unless you play a really great one. Most of the time, if you're playing a great player and you're playing the safety, you're at a disadvantage. So, instead of doing that, in this case, instead of just drawing back, what you should do, follow off of the rail. Now you see, we can hit here and be good, and we can bounce all the way up here and still be okay to pocket this 4-ball. It's so much easier coming off the rail. It makes such a difference. It makes such a big difference. So let's look at some more runouts using the rails. Okay, so I'm going to look at this little 2-ball transition. let's say the 5 is here, and the 3 ball is there. Our cue ball, let's say the 5 is more like this. And our 3 ball is like this, and like so. Now what some people do, let's say we need to play the 3 there and the 5 here. A lot of people would just try to roll forward into position for the 5. And you see, if we don't roll enough, or if we roll too much, we can make this a tough shot ourselves. Which we may not be great at. See? We missed it. Now, the better way to me to play this would be 3 ball here, the 5 is somewhere here. Cheat the pocket a little bit. Come off the rail. Now, we have a much easier shot all the way down that long rail to make that 5 ball. So, coming off the rail can make such a big difference in having good position and having bad position. You also need to learn the natural paths off the rail. So let's say we were to go from the 1 to the 3. Now there's 2 ways we could play this. There's probably a ton of ways we could play this, but we could play with some high left and bring it out there, which I mean is okay. But the way that I prefer to play it would be coming off multiple rails. 1, 2. And then we don't have to hit as hard, and we come into a better line for that 3 ball. And then look, we can even demonstrate the same shot here. 1, 2. Imagine there's another ball right here, where you can keep coming into the line for this. And this is a good drill that you can work on. Just keep setting up balls back and forth and running 2 rails to get position on them. But you see, you can also use that same shot with a close distance. So right here, instead of just trying to get it back out, which can be easy, but it also can be difficult, what you can do to make it easier and open that margin for error come off 2 rails. Now we're straight in. We don't even have to move to make that 2 ball. So coming off rails makes it a ton easier. Another thing you can do in this situation, something that I like to do often, if we're a little bit straight on the ball, come off the rail that way. Never just try to stun draw it. Like if you're on this side of the ball, I would never try to do that. Because look how out of hand it can get. We didn't mean to come this far. We just wanted to end up straight in. But we accidentally hit it just a bit too hard and it changed the whole run out. Now if we have a little bit of an angle like this, something you can do, draw off the rail. It's so incredibly simple, but it makes it so much easier. Coming off the rails makes everything so much easier. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button, then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. If you guys are interested in improving your game, I'd like to introduce you to a product called the iCue training ball. Now this ball has several different little contact points on it marked on the face of the ball like this. A for above center, C for center, B for below center, and then common English points. And what this does is when you shoot it, a little chalk mark is left on the face of the ball. So you can coach yourself and see if you're actually hitting where you think you are. So if I want to hit center, I'd aim for where I think is center. Hit the ball. My ball came back a little bit. And then the iCue shows that I hit a little bit below center. So this is what I could use to correct that, and obviously hitting center on the cue ball is something that's very important in the game. So if you like to order the iCue, they ship to every country, so not just the US, but they ship to every country. You can click the link in the description, so the little drop down arrow, click the link in the description to iQclinic.com. Also check out my other sponsors down there, and check out a link to Amazon Billiard Supplies that I think are a great deal for the price. And a great product, only products that I use. So go check out those links down in the description, order the iCue. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.